Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Welcome to Kuulchat.com's Flutter Mobile Development course. And this is our week one tutorial concerning installation of Android Studio. So if you are watching this video, it's in addition to the content you'll be watching as well concerning the installation of the Android Studio. Android Studio is used to develop Android applications, and you can also use it for the data programming environment. And in the Flutter mobile development, we'll be using Android Studio as our editor. So it's necessary that we install Android for our mobile development and also doing our data programming tutorials. So you are warmly welcome to week one of the Flutter mobile development, and we'll be talking about how to install Android Studio on your machine. So to avoid any problem or challenges when you are installing the Flutter in our week 5 tutorials, it's advisable that you go to google.com and search for Android Studio and get the latest version of Android Studio. So I search Android Studio. Okay, so there are a number of this, and you can just click on the first one, Android Studio. Okay, then you download the latest version of our Android Studio. So the page you click will directly take you to the download page. Now on the download, you just click download Android Studio. At the point of this tutorial, the latest version is 4.01 and for Windows 64-byte, and the size is 871 megabytes. So you just double click on it, then it will start to download. But for the sake of time, I've already downloaded my copy. So you also should just click on this green button and start your downloading, because it will take a longer time to complete because of the 871 megabytes of size. I've already downloaded my copy, so I'll just install from there. So you just download your copy. You can pause the video, download your copy. When you are done, then you can continue from where I'm continuing. So my Android Studio installation, my file is this one, so the one I downloaded. So you just double click on the file to start your installation. It will take you through step by step to install. So you just click next, next, next until the installation is completed. You just say yes. Then click next, then next. Then we are saving it in our programs files Android/Android Studio. So you just click next and install. So you just click next and finish. And you start, and so it's already ticked. So you just, when you click finish, Android Studio will start. Of course, it may take some time before the Android Studio pops out, so you just have to be patient. Okay, so import studio settings. Say do not import settings. So just start. It will take a while for it to finish loading. So we just okay. So you can click send usage statistic to Google. Of course, this may also help them to improve the Android Studio. So you can click on it. If you don't want to, you can just click on don't send. So it's your personal decision. And there will be a number of downloads. So please, if you are coming from Africa, I would advise that you should get enough data when we get to this stage, because there will be a lot of connection to the internet and downloading, connecting to the internet and downloading. So if you have approximately 3-4 gigabytes will be okay to download. So you should try to do that. But of course, if you are coming from a place where the internet is unlimited, maybe by monthly subscription, then of course there's no problem for that. So you just click on next. So once it's downloading, when something pop up, just next. Okay. So they just follow the instruction. So restart to activate plugin. So we can click on restart. So I save the changes. So like I told you, there will be a number of downloads. You just have to make sure you have enough data when you start the installation. Okay. So welcome. This wizard will set up your development environment for Android Studio. Additionally, the wizard will port existing Android apps into Android Studio or create a new Android application project. So in this step-by-step, we will create our first Android application and check if everything is okay. So we click next. So choose the type of setup you want. Let's choose the standard. Then you choose a template you want. If you want the black, the dark one, or if you want the white, so you decide. But I will take the default one, the light. So choose. Then if you want to change any of the installations, and click previous. But everything is okay. This will be downloaded and installed, so we are okay with it. So just click finish. Then our downloading and installation begins. So you just have to be patient whilst it downloads and install. It downloads and install. So like I said, make sure you have enough data when you are doing the installation. So this may take a while. So we just patiently wait. So while the installation is going on, for those of you who might have just taken the week 5 or you just join Kuulchat.com, and this tutorial is just for the tutorials we have on Kuulchat.com for mobile application development, and it's meant to assist people to download and install Android Studio, which is the IDE, the integrated development environment we'll be using for our mobile app development. So you just of all go to google.com, then you search Android Studio, then you see Android Studio latest version, you just click on it. Then at the point this tutorial was made, the version was 4. But if that was 2020, so I don't know when you will be accessing this tutorial. So you also have to search for the latest version of Android Studio and install. So once you've searched and you've been taken to the google.com, the installation page, you just double click on the download. Then the download for the installable version will be downloaded. Then you just double click on the installable version. Then once you double click on the installable version, the installation begins. So you just follow next, 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 and you choose all the options. Then you choose all the options. So that's what we've been doing until this stage. How is download? It downloads. I wonder why this thing is not showing the progress bar. So we know why it's square. Okay. So now I think it was because when my internet went off now, it has given the warning that installation is not complete. So I have to put on my internet again just to verify that the process is going on. So now I connect to the internet and I retry again. So like I advise you guys, Always make sure you have enough data when you start the installation. Okay, so I click on retry. Okay, so we are still around. The download is also going on. Now we can see the progress of the downloads. Sounds like we have a long way to go, but it pays to be patient, you know. Okay, you can see it moves a little bit faster now. Still seems like we still have a long way to go, but patiently wait. I believe yours is also moving on smoothly. So you see, like I told you, you need data, as there will be a number of downloads and installations. So the data I spent on this installation is almost like 3 point something gig. So you can imagine. So just make sure you have enough data. And fortunately for us, downloading components is complete. So we can click on finish. Okay. Hey, so now we are to start a new project. So we will start an Android project, then we'll connect our Android mobile phone to it and make sure that our Android studio is recognizing our mobile phone so that we'll use it to be doing our testing. Even though you can use the emulator, I will entreat you to use a normal Android phone so that you can have a feel of how it looks on the mobile phone. Okay, so let's begin. So we will click on start a new project. So we'll go through how you can start a new Android Studio project. So we click on start a new project. Now you can select a project template. So now in the Android app, there are a number of templates you can choose from. So you have the empty activity where we don't have anything in the interface. There's no content, so you just have to add the content. Then we have the basic activity with just a floating button. Then you have the button navigation where we have the button, but the navigation buttons are the bottom of the app, so people can click on it to navigate. Then we also have the login activity. In the login activity, to have the email address and I think password, then login button, so user can click on it. Then if you are doing a mobile Google Map app, then you can also choose the Google Map activity. So there are so many lessons. Then we have the navigation drawer activity where we have the icon. Then when someone clicks, then we get more navigation options. Then we have the settings template. Then we have the scrolling template. Then those of you who have used WhatsApp before, you have also the tab activity where we have a number of tabs. Someone can click on it to show its content. Okay, so let's choose login just for testing sake. So let's assume we are creating a login activity. So we just click login, then we click next. Okay, now the name is the name of your application. So you can give a name to your application. So let's say if I'm developing maybe an educational social network. Maybe I want to give it edu app. So that will be the name of my app. Then here we have the package name. Then the package name is very important because in the Play Store, each app is supposed to have a unique package name so that when there is an update, Google can know, and all those who have installed that app, based on their package name, they will be informed that there is new update so they can update their app. So package name is supposed to be unique. So normally it is com dot then your domain name, then we have then the last extension is the name of your app. Like you could see that the last extension is dot edu app. So that's the last extension. So normally is com dot example because domain names are unique. There cannot be a case where people have two domain names. So if a company has a domain name, then it is unique. So nobody else can also have that domain name. So that's why we have the package name to become done as example, where the example there is the name of your domain name. So for example, I work with Kuulchat Media. So our website is kuulchatmedia.com. So my package name could then be com.kuulchatmedia. So you can also choose a unique name as well at this place. Now, then the dot extension. Now you need to select where you want to save your Android project. So it's advisable you create a special folder so that when you are searching for it, it will be easy for you. So let's say, for instance, if I want to create a new folder on the desktop where I'll call it 100 project. So I have 100 projects. 100 projects. Okay. So this is where I'll be saving my 100 projects. So I can just go, then select. So you just click on the folder button to browse to where you want to save. So I click on it. I put it on desktop. So you can have users, then I think HP, then desktop, then 100 projects. Okay, so that's it. So I can just select. Then the language where you want to write your mobile application. So you have the Kotlin and the Java. So which language you want to do your Android application development. So you choose any of them. So this is just an example of just developing an Android application, the native Android application. Of course, in this course, we'll be using Flutter. So, but just an illustration of how you can create a project in the Android Studio. So you can choose any of them. Then, as at now, like the minimum 100 device is 4.1 and above. So that will be the default SDK IP, IPI, API. So now we choose that one by default. Then we have, I think that's all. So you can just click on finish. Okay. So now our Android Studio will be loading our project. Now after that, we get to the next stage where you connect your mobile device to your phone so that you check if the Android Studio recognizes your Android mobile phone. So we patiently wait whilst the project loads. So as you can see, there are more downloads. It will download a number of Gradle components. Like you can see, there are a number of downloads as well for each of the projects. So ideally, if you are starting a project, you need to connect to the internet. That's ideal, even though you can work offline, but as you include certain features, there may be a need to download those features from the internet. So when you are creating your app, ideally you are supposed to connect to the internet so that it does the automatic downloading. Okay, so we patiently wait whilst our project loads. So as you can see, it's 22 megabytes out of 138.59 megabytes. So you patiently wait when all the downloads are completed and you see a loaded project. Okay, so now it has finished downloading the gradle. Now it's building it. So it's building our project. And once our project is built, then we can test it. Okay, more downloads. The number of downloads, installation, downloads, installation, downloads, installation. I just patiently wait once it does the installations. Of course, you can just go out for some coffee or some tea while it does everything. So once the downloads and installation is done, you could see the green right arrow which says run app. So that once you've connected a device to your Android Studio, you can just click on the green button to run your app. But for the meantime, there is no connected device, so you need to connect to your device. Now, this step is very, very important. So, like Dead Lion is not useful. If you are not able to connect to any device to your Android Studio, then whatever you develop, you are not able to test it. So it's going to be footer. It's going to be somehow useless to have an Android Studio which is working and there is no device to test it. So we'll follow the step on how you can activate your phone and connect it to your Android Studio. I recommend you using an Android device instead of using the virtual desktop. So in this tutorial, we are only going to talk about how you can connect your physical Android device your Android Studio. So we will go to Kuulchat.com. Then in the week 5 of the Flutter installation, the step on how you activate your phone to become a developer is listed there. So we go back, then we will follow step by step on that tutorial lesson notes. You go to Kuulchat.com and courses information technology. Okay, so if you choose a Flutter course, week 5 is the installation of Flutter. It has that lecture note how you can activate your Android mobile device so that it can be recognized by your Android Studio. Okay, so those who are having Android version 4.1 and below, when you go to settings, you will see the developer options in settings. So when you click on your setting icon, you will see your developer options there. So you just click on developer options, then there will be a debugging option where you need to tick that the phone can debug. So for Android version 4.1 and below, settings, then when you click on settings, you see developer option. Then in the developer option, there will be a USB debugging, then you just tick it or enable it, then you become a developer. Now for those using Android version 4.2 and higher one, when you click on settings, you have to click on about phone. You have to click on about phone. And when you click on an about phone, you will see your build number. In the build number, you have to click it a number of times. Then you see the notification that you are maybe a number of steps away from becoming a developer. I think something like that. So when you click up to that number of times, then your phone will be activated to be able to do debugging. So you click, and I think it varies with various versions of phone, but I think somewhere 7. So you just click 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And once you get to the build number, then it activates your phone to enable debugging. So once you've done that, you go back to the settings screen. Then you click on the developer options. So when you go back, you will now see something like this, developer options on your settings screen. Then you click on that one, then you also enable debugging. Then you also enable debugging. Then you also enable debugging. So once you've done that, you can now connect your Android phone to your computer. Then Android Studio is supposed to recognize your phone. But for some reason, if you connect your phone to the computer and your computer is able to recognize it by the sound of the computer, by the sound that shows that the computer has recognized it as a USB, and yet your Android Studio is not recognizing your device, then sometimes you may need to install the application that enables your phone to connect to your computer. It varies from phone to phone. Like for example, I'm using Huawei. So with Huawei, you need to install high suite. Normally it's on the phone, so once you connect your phone to the computer, it become one of the drives. So when you double click it, it automatically install, or you can also get it online and install. So if your phone is of different version, then you also check. So if you've connected and your device still has not been recognized by Android Studio, then you also have to check which of your softwares you need to install based on the type of your phone. For my Huawei, I need to install my high suite. So I need to install mine. So that is it. So I can just double click it. I say yes. Then next, agree. Okay. So once your installation has finished, now when you connect, you just connect to the system. Now after some time, Android Studio will recognize that there is a physical device connected. So after the installation, okay. So now once you allow US debugging, then with the Huawei suite, it requires of 8 gigabytes. But after the installation at this stage, I think Android Studio should be able to recognize your phone, even though it takes a while. So after some time, you can see that it will. So you can see. So Android Studio has now recognized my phone type to be Huawei L21. So with this one, I can just click on my green triangle, right arrow triangle to run the app. So far as you are connected to the Android Studio, you can just click on it. So when you click on it, it will be building the Gradle on your phone. So that one will also take a while, and it will be doing it until finally installs it on your Android device. So you can then the app will pop up on the screen, so you can have a feel of the app. So it will be assembling your the app and finally install on your mobile app. Okay, so installation is successfully finished. So now you should be able to see the mobile app on your mobile device. So thank you very much for watching how to install Android Studio, and I hope you've also been able to install successfully. If you haven't been able to do that, just go to any of the prepared weekly lessons and click on chat with instructor. And with that, once you log into your Kuulchat.com, you'll be able to send me a message, and I can also check what might be the issue and reply so that you successfully installed your Android Studio, which you will need it for this course. So thank you very much and have a lovely day.